What's up, what's up? GONZ here with another Serato's Kitchen Sample Flip Challenge. Again, I am Chef GONZ. Welcome all my chefs. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining us. How this works is that every week I supply you guys with samples, not like Iron Chef, where we kind of throw you a meal or some type of ingredient and you got to cook up this fantastic meal. But this is with samples and beats, so that's how we roll. The winner will get a Serato Studio license as well as a $100 gift card voucher from Sweetwater. I know, right? So you can get that cool plug-in, or hey, if you need some cables, you can get some cables. But with that, I know this week the sample was a little difficult just because I added, I know some had a little bit of struggles with the violin. Shout outs to my boy JD. That's actually something that we recorded. Might be a little violin sample pack that I release in the future. Who knows? But again, if you're just joining us for the first time, we appreciate you joining our community. Again, this is over at our Discord channel. If you want more information, feel free to let me know. I would love for you to join in. Don't be scared. It's all right. We love everybody here. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. So let's get this on and popping here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what the samples are. Here's like the main ingredient. Now you don't have to use all of them. I even give a little kind of slack if you don't quite use the main ingredient. I try to hope that you do, but it's all good if you don't. It's totally fine. I just want you guys to create with what I delivered here. So here is the first one from the House Starter Pack. Very housey with that. Then we have the violin. Shout out to JD. Shout out to JD. That dude is amazing. Amazing, amazing. And then I added this dessert, World Pluck. So there's that one. I know that one had to kind of bring up the volume just a little bit. So yes, I put time to cook because, you know, that's what time it is. First up, we have Cash Influence, Serato's Kitchen Beat Challenge. I'm a recording artist that goes by Cash Influence. Just recently started producing for myself. DJ GONZ, thanks for the opportunity. Much respect to all the chefs. Much respect to you, man. Thank you for joining our community, bro. I'm mainly here to learn and grow. All production was made in Serato Studio in Roland 202. Shout out to Cash Influence. Here we go.
Niggas so thirsty to put me in beef. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock cause I love the mystique. I still wanna give me a song who I be. Can't trust everything that you saw and I cheat. Just know if I dish you, I make sure you know that I hit you like I'm on your caller ID. I'm aiming the album to fall off. It's pretty ironic cause it ain't gon' fall off for me. Still in this bitch getting bigger. They waiting on the kid to come drop like a father to be. Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started the league. But right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, the one that they call when they shit ain't connected no more. Feel like I got a job in IT. Rhyming with me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending your wake. Hey, how the gang got away from the bars, then shit like a prison escape. Everybody stepping for fucking and everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clean up my plate. When I show up, it's motion picture blockbuster. The goat with the golden pen, the top toucher, the spot rusher. Spray this whole shit up with the crop duster. Not Russia, but apply pressure to your cranium. Cold's automatic with aiming on. With the boy in the status of stadium.
Yo, what a way to bring it, man. That was dope. Good job, Cash Influence. As far as feedback, like the flow of it went well, even with how you flowed. If I had a nitpick on anything, is maybe bring up your kick drum a little bit. It kind of got drawn out in little sections. Maybe bring up a little bit of the mids and highs on the EQ of that kick drum, and maybe add a compressor or a parallel compressor to just try to bump up a little bit of that volume on there. Overall, though, that thing was dope. It gave me a very ASAP Rocky kind of feel. Super dope, bro. Man, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Thank you for submitting, man. It's much appreciated. Okay, there we go. Out the gate, bro. Out the gate. Next up, we have Soular. He goes, got a cool rhythm by chopping the main sample and putting it through a tape delay, layering it with the snare. Chop the other samples throughout to get this R&B track. That's what's up. Soular OG in the building. Always bringing heat. Here we go.
You put that sauce on this one.
Damn, Soular, yo, that was dope. What I really liked about that is how you really chopped the samples really well, and they fit. Man, that was really good. They all had their distinct pocket, and I know I tend to throw that word out there quite a bit, but typically, if you're just starting out, when we say like pocket, there's tend to be sections of a beat that there's like a solid groove, and you'll know it when you're like really bopping your head to it. And when those vocals came in and like those little plucks would just kind of jump in at certain moments, it just heightened that specific area. Man, that was really dope. Really, really dope.
You put that sauce on this one.
You put the hella sauce on that. Good job, Soular. Damn, again, you guys don't F around, bro. Y'all just bring it every time. I love it. I love it. Next up, we got C.O.B. in the building. What up, C.O.B.? Said, use the extra spice in dessert. Dessert, excusez-moi. Hope you guys like it. Absolutely, man. Let's go. C.O.B. in the building. Wow. Another one too. C.O.B. Yeah, I got to show love to that too. Yeah, show love, show love. Yes, sir. It's funny, man, because this was kind of like the polar opposite of Solar's flip in the sense of he kind of went R&B route. This felt like more, it gave me Wu-Tang vibes for sure on this. I really like how you got that element to fit in there really, really well. That violin and how you made that really meld together well. And then when that bass line would come in and those little voxes that would come in piece by piece, solid. Might have to talk to Stress on this one. I might have to have him feature on that one. Yeah, we C.O.B. Yeah, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. Awesome flip, bro. Good job. Damn, I gotta make my own beat called "Y'all Never Make It Easy." Y'all never make it easy, easy, easy. Never make it easy. Next up, we got 4th Street Mega in the building. Always coming through. Getting doper and doper. Let me know. And if you guys got albums coming out or you got singles, man, let me know. Like, I'm always down to share and let people know. There's a lot of talent in this community, man, and I want to help just as much as you guys help me out with stuff. I want to help you guys out. So if you got any releases, albums coming out, man, tag me. I don't care. You guys are cool. You just let me know. So 4th Street Mega, I tried to layer and blend the main sample and the plucks with the keys and vocals I use for the melody. The middle section has the violin sample. Thank you, Chef 4th Street. Here we go. Damn, Mega. Man, these past couple flips, bro, you've been elevating it, man. I love seeing your progression. And from the months like now, like I myself personally I have been seeing the growth from all your submissions, man. It's a beautiful thing to see. Like you've been getting after it. And thankfully, because we're starting to get, VST3 support and all of that, I can see you're starting to shine more with the tools that you have. Solid, bro. I love how you brought like how that vocal was sitting with the beat. It had a very like break beat feel to it. It had a smooth flow to it. Good job, bro.
That was spicy.
That was spicy, my friend. Good job. Damn, y'all make it difficult every darn time. The main melody. Oh, shout out to Vexo. The main melody is made of reverse violin chops. Okay. And one thing, too, that I've been really digging with all you is like how you're taking this violin and really flipping it. Like I was really curious of how you all were going to piece it together. Because there's a lot going on and it can feel like a daunting task of like, how the hell can I fit this thing in there? But I really like the creativity that all of you are putting into like how you can fit that violin in there. It's great to see. But shout out Vexo, new homie here in the community. Been bringing it, man. Good job. So main melody is made of reverse violin chops, added vocals from a record I picked up at a local shop. Okay. And he put the Discogs on there, so showing love to that. So we got Vexo.
I might not be your best man, I guarantee. I can't hold on much longer, the feeling gets stronger.
Good job, Vexo. Yeah, no, I'm digging the house. Now, I will say as far as on feedback, what I would recommend is there's a section here. So here is where the vocal tends to, it's kind of fallen off a little bit here.
Your best man, I guarantee. I can't hold on much longer.
So, in my mind, your setup for the build was fantastic. It's where those vocals aren't quite sitting well with that. What I would recommend or suggest for something like that is where she's going, hold on much longer.
Your best man, I guarantee. I can't hold.
Okay. She goes, I can't hold on much longer. If you take that section and use that for your build where it's like, can't hold on much longer, much longer, much longer, much longer, and then start chopping that section up to your build, then go into your drop from there. It's just right now that vocal, just because of the cadence of how that person is singing on top of that beat at the moment, it's a little off and it feels a little too busy. But if you took, I believe if you took a little shorter section and really manipulated that, it would be a little bit smoother going into your drop. But your actual like percussion and buildup for it was great. It would just be adjusting the vocal a little bit better on that. But overall, great idea. Good job. Next up, we have Ghost. Shout out to Ghost in the building. Hi, chefs. How does this sound / feel? Please advise. Will do. Thanks. Here we go. We got Ghost. Good job. I was really curious of where that was gonna go, and it took me to a right direction. I loved it. Especially there's a section here I really, really liked. Right there, right in that section, that vocal was sitting really nice. What I would do if you're just trying to add a little variation is to even just mute your drums for maybe like a bar. Emphasize those vocals for just like half a bar, and then maybe do a drum fill to go into the next section where it's going boom, 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 mute, vocal, 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 dun 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 dun, boom, into your next section. Overall, fantastic. Good job. Way to go. Yeah, that was awesome. Yep, that's me. I couldn't wait to hear everybody's samples. I can't wait. So now we have GoukenBeats, another regular in here. What's up, Gouken? Another Serato Kitchen week. I used all 3 samples, chopped them up, and reversed some bits. I played around with a synth, and so this idea came together. Sometimes that's how it goes. Here we go. GoukenBeats. Hey, GoukenBeats with another banger. Damn, bro.
You put that sauce on this one.
Always bringing it. I always like to call those kind of synths blippity bloops, but in a good way. Like, I had no idea I was going to go that route as far as with the synth, but it fit really nice. It's almost, I call it, when I kind of hear that style, it's almost if, like, Dilla was going to do kind of off-kiltered blips with synths. Like, it gave me that vibe on there. Good job, Gouken. Next up, we have Chillmuchmore. Peace, caught some light fun frequencies last minute, chopping main sample, bearing in mind some UK house / Jersey vibes in mind. My favorites. Chopped and reversed the violin sample for light flourishes, as well as the dessert sample in the background. Acapella to just carry the arrangement / vibe process through. Perfect. Very well written on there. So here we go. We got Chillmuchmore.
How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Hitman in a top try, see a man topless, even a stick is gay. Hugging my brothers and say that I love them, but I don't swing that way. The man them celebrate Eid, the trap still running on Christmas Day. Somebody tell Doja Cat that I'm trying to indulge in that. In my grey tracksuit, see the bulging that. See the motion clap when you're throwing it back. These females planning on doing me wrong, so I'm grabbing a drum at the Trojan pack. Post a location after we're gone, can't slip and let them know where we're at. I don't know about you, but I value my life. Cause imagine I die, and I ain't made 100 M's yet. There's so much things I ain't done yet, like fucking a flight attendant. I don't party, but I heard Cardi there, so fuck it, I might attend it. Gotta kick back sometimes and wonder how life would have been if I never did take them risks and would have I prospered. Floating on a won't go under. Been out of town for a month. Absence made the love grow fonder. UK rapper, UK drill, gotta mention my name if you talk about the genre. Alright. How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Hitman in the top try, see a man topless, even the sick is gay. Hugging my brothers and say that I love them, but I don't swing that way. The man them celebrate Eid, the trap still running on Christmas Day. How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Hitman in the top try, see a man topless, even the sick is gay. Hugging my brothers and say that I love them, but I don't swing that way. The man them celebrate Eid, the trap still running on Christmas Day.
Good job, Chillmuchmore. Yeah, I see where you're talking about like light flourishes on there. The vocal had me laughing in some parts. It fit really well though. On there, it was kind of like definitely a blend. UK house, Jersey drill. That bass line was rocking all the way through there. Good job, man. Good job, man. Y'all be bringing it, bro. Next up, we got Etalon, another regular in the building. Shout out to Etalon. I wish I could have watched it on your stream. I got hella busy. But if you guys, and I'm always going to preface this, man. If you see Etalon stream, man, go check out his stream. Good dude. Hella dope on sound design and just makes wild beats too. Made this while streaming on Twitch in one sitting, used all the samples. I might extend it in the future, as it is only 1 minute. Enjoy. Absolutely. Here we go. Etalonbeats. Etalon don't play. I'm telling you, you don't play. Bro, yeah, please finish that. That bounce was dope. The section that I really like, I'm a sucker for where there's separation in just sounds in general, and it kind of fits like a little jigsaw puzzle, like right around here. Right here. And then that filthy bass comes in. For my new producers in here, what I would definitely recommend is, and I was super guilty of this when I first started, was to throw everything in the kitchen sink in the whole song. I had to really learn how to take elements away at certain moments, because you can then really ramp up your intensity in other sections. To this point here, like he would take out some elements, create a little bit of like tension as far as taking said elements away, and then hit you with something else. Your goal at times is to just kind of see how the listener is checking your song. through their ears, because sometimes we kind of tend to have our producer mind all the time as opposed to like a listener ourselves. I know that was very paradoxical, but overall, it's just to say, don't throw the kitchen sink in the whole track. Learn to take things away a little bit. Sometimes a simplistic section can bring upon a very busy moment, but a busy moment that makes sense on there. I know that was a mouthful there, but it was just a good example of that. And that bass line reminded me a lot of this cat named Mr. Oizo. There's a track, it's either called No Sunday Massacre or Monday Massacre, that has this really gritty bass line tone on there. Again, shout out to Etalonbeats in the building. Good job. And we got Mr.
Now we add the drums.
Last Call in the building. Big ups to you. I know you've been having some crazy weeks and you're managing to still submit. So I'm letting it slide. You know, we're good, bro. I just want to say proud of you for, submitting and keep improving. And I've seen the progression, love the progression. Just keep it up, bro. Love it. With that, not going to lie, man, this was tough. Went house. What? Shout to GONZ for the challenge. Hey, that's the goal. I know some weeks it can be a little tough for certain elements, but that's what it is. Again, it's just for us to just keep sharpening our knives figuratively and improving with things. So if you don't knock it out the park a certain week, I think building the muscle memory of just getting tracks done is going to help you in the long run to get more things completed. So that's also part of why we do these weekly challenges. So here is Mr. Last Call.
Last call. All right. Hook up now or go home and hump your body pillows.
There you go.
Now we add the drums.
Call. That was good, man. I know it was going to be tough. Now, I have a feeling of why you were having such a difficulty. Because you had this section here. But I give you props on starting to add more percussion to your drum sections. A little. I would have kept that. And I know you were trying your best to bring in the violin. So I can tell it felt like you were trying to force that violin. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to throw the damn thing in there. But what I would recommend is like you still could have kept this section. You could have just had like a bouncy bass to it, and as like this. Boom, doom, doom. Boom, boom, doom. Da da doom, doom, doom. Da doom, doom, doom. Boom, doom, doom, doom. And you could have maybe filtered the sample a little bit, and from like a flip earlier, not use so much of the violin, just a little section, just to basically kind of fit within this framework. Meaning like
Last call.
like that little dun. I would put like a long reverb tail on it with a little bit of echo, and put that in the other section and let that, groove all the way through, as opposed to trying to almost make 3 different sections, a way of including it near the first part. Overall, though, I'm proud of you, bro, because it was tough for you and you still tried it. And that's all I can ask for. And that's all I can ask for everybody is you just try. Again, this is what we're here for. Like, we're just here to get better. Not here to make fun of anybody or anything like that. It's not about that. Is it a competition or a contest in a sense? Yes, it is. But the bigger moral of the thing is to just keep improving and being able to share ideas with other people in here. I always tend to get on my soapbox with stuff like that. But I just really want to make that point. It's just for us to have fun here. Does somebody win? Yes. Do I always do this every time because I don't want to say who the winner is? Yes, that's what I do. But I can't help it. I can't help that. But in all seriousness, it's more just I want you guys just to keep trying. Sometimes producers, we tend to be a recluse and not want to join any other groups or anything like that. But I really do feel community-wise that it helps you out if you're able to just try things out, put it out there, get feedback, constructive feedback. I think that's where the main thing is, just being constructive with the feedback. It doesn't make any sense for me to just be like, oh, yeah, that wasn't good. That doesn't help anybody out. So I try my best to at least give you feedback that is constructive and that it could work, because at the end of the day, like, someone would tell me constructively how I could do something better, and it helped out. So, oh man, this is tough to pick, bro. It's tough. It is tough. But just know there are some cool updates coming up with Serato. I had made a video on the new Serato beta that had some cool things in there. So, check that out. Wink, 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 wink. But with that, in this next video, I'm going to show you who the winner is. Also followed by my own flip and how I did it. So with that, you guys have been fantastic. Keep submitting. Keep having fun. Keep being creative. This is your boy GONZ. Chef GONZ. I'm out. Peace, everybody. What's up? What's up? GONZ here. Now you got to hear all of the other chefs' flips. Now it's my turn to show you guys how I made my flip using the samples that we had. So without further ado, we're going to go right into it. I'm going to open up my project here. And let's see here. Usually what I'll do is tell you guys what tempo I put it at. I have it at 132. And let me go back to the sample here. I pitched it down a -1 semitone. Just did little chops. Kept it pretty simple for that section. It's the intro here. So near the end of that scene right there, I added this little kind of cowbell, little percussion hit, just to let me go into the next scene. I was just in the mood where I didn't want to have the kind of reverse cymbal, kind of like the OG trick of going to a scene where it's into the next one. I was like, you know what? Let me do a percussion, a little perk. So I did a wood block right there. And then I put 2 echoes there. If you don't have the beta, there's this little plus here. I know it said we, I get Serato family. This is how it goes. Where you can just keep adding effects. It's infinite, the amount of effects you can add to the track or for each individual track over here. So now we're going to go into the intro, or what I called the intro section. Get the drums very simple. Little shaker. Just add a little bit of percussion emphasis in certain parts. Again, sometimes you got to try to keep it simple in some parts. So there's where I did a little kind of, I guess, intricate drum fill. What I did for that is I had found a cool kind of drum. It's actually like a drum and bass, like drum loop. And I just made a little piece. I cut a little section here. And solo this real quick. So what I did is I automated the crusher depth right here. And then right when it gets near the end, I wanted to have it like this kind of like dicing, because we're in the kitchen. Why not dice it up a little bit? Added the stutter fader. So it's supposed to emulate like when you're scratching the crossfader, you're cutting like this, like that. And then I added the flanger to get that little So I just automated the depth on this one and on the flanger at the same time. So here, I kind of gave it a little bit. I made it slope a little bit later, but they're pretty close on there. So I had the crusher go first, and then the flanger kind of follow suit. So that's kind of how I got that desired effect. Automation, let it be your best friend. Dun-dun-dun. So now we go into scene 2. Oh, and it's because I soloed that. There we go. So I did as far as with the violin, just kind of chopped little sections of it. And this is what I was referring to is don't feel like because I gave you this long violin sample that you have to use the whole thing. You don't. I just took a section of that violin. I just like that tone. Ran it through some effects. I kind of did some stacking of effects here. Use wider, doubler here, which is free as well. Made a video on like all these different free plugins. Kickstart is like sidechain. You could use a sidechain compressor to do the same thing. I use the Valhalla Supermassive. I believe this one's free as well. And Towel Filter. That is a free plugin as well. What's better than $1 free 99? That's what some people say. So I chopped up this violin. So my mind like dun 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 dun. And Serato actually had put that chop for me, so it kind of worked out. So if all those fail, sometimes you could tell Serato to just find some chops for you and just replay it. You never know. You might come across a melody that you would have never thought of. And then I just added the 808 from Serato's bass library. I believe it's from the decap kit, actually. It's called 808 Low Hum Bass. Keep it simple there. Let me go into another section here. So here's where I add a little variation to the drum pattern as opposed to just going here. So boom to cut. I go boom to cut. And I adjusted the velocities just to give me almost building a swing by just using your volume. On the keyboard, if you hold Command or Alt, you can change the velocity. So if it's like one velocity 51, the other one's 100, 100, 44, 100. Sometimes I can add a little bit more of a groove just because not everything is at the exact same volume where you're trying to humanize how you play certain sounds. So there's that part there. Whoops.
Keep it going out.
Added my little vocal thing. Again, taking things away, adding a new thing in, added the Vox just to emphasize this next section, which I bring in this little Vox to really drive in that moment there.
Keep it going out.
Then I go into another section here. This is where I was trying to alternate the track just to get a little bit of variation, which I use Scalar for. I'm still trying to get better on using Scalar. SFT, I got to get with him because he knows his way around it a little bit better than I do. But there are some really dope preset packs that I found, and I just where I can just hit one note and trigger it. And I just used the standard grand piano that it had on here and just did my own little tweaking of it. I didn't even add much. It was like a reverb and a compressor. That was it. So these were the notations. Now you can, with MIDI capture, you can place these patterns down here and you can drag it in. So you can add whatever instrument you want to play that. I'm still trying to get a little bit of the quirks out on that mode because I tend to run into some trouble where when I take 4 sections of it, it won't paste it correctly. I'm sure it's something that I'm doing. But again, like with using Scalar or some type of chord builder, I'm just playing one note here to create that chord. So with Scalar, what I had to do to make it match is I made sure I picked the pack that had the same key up at the top, the G sharp minor, and then try to play stuff that I felt like would fit. So I'm still experimenting to see what sounds right. And then up until I find something, I keep going. And then if I hear it, I'm like, cool, I'm going to work with that. So that's how I kind of came up with playing these specific notes that created a chord. And just added those plucks in little spots. So use that vocal again to then lead me into the next section. I'm a sucker for those like ethereal type ambient vocals. Found this kind of wild sounding synth swell. I just thought it fit good. It fit in that pocket. I was like, cool, let me run with it. Brought back the violin. Go to another section here. Did slight little variation of muting a certain element out, and then I go into this. I call it ghost note or a ghost scene, where if you want a lot of the tail end of the sound to finish with your export, because sometimes, say you had this like echo, this was like the end of your song, or yeah, say this was the end of your song here, and you had an echo. If you don't have anything here and you go to export, it'll just stop here. It won't give you the extra seconds of your reverb or echo. So what I do is I'll make a scene with nothing in it at all. And I'll make it either 4 bars or maybe 8 bars. So the spillover of this section here will then go over to here, to this side. Watch, when I go to the last scene, you're gonna see all the information of the last scene here. See how I got a bit of that right there? And I still get some of the airy vocal. So if you run into where like, hey, I have this like tail of echo, but then my track stops, add another scene with nothing in it, make it 8 bars long so that echo can just finish off naturally from there. Yeah, I call them ghost scenes on there. In the future, there might be like where it exports automatically if it catches that. It gives you that fade out of that. But otherwise, that's my flip. I kept it pretty simple. Nothing too crazy. But here is my flip in full effect. Again, thank you so much for joining Serato's Kitchen, being a part of our community. If you're new here, give us a shout. Download the samples. Flip some stuff. You could win a prize. You could have a dope beat and then have a rapper, or you can release it as like a low chill, lo-fi chill kind of track just by doing these samples. They're royalty free. That violin, I got you. My homie made it. I recorded it. It's fully fledged. You can do whatever you want with it. But other than that, enjoy my flip. You guys have been awesome. Take care. Stay positive. Keep creating. Have fun. Peace.